Hi, welcome to Sync, the bi-weekly news show where we give you a TLDR, no BS recap of what's been going on in the gaming industry from March 28th through the 31st of 2020. As always, the bar on the bottom of your screen will fill as each story progresses, so feel free to skip around. All the timestamps along with the sources are in the description, and my name is MikeyDood. Let's get started. Shantae and the 7 Sirens multi-platform release. A teaser trailer of the multi-platform release of Shantae and the 7 Sirens hit the internet this week, showing off the fantastic game from developer WayForward. Set on a paradise island, this follow-up in the hit series looks primed to please longtime fans. The gameplay is reminiscent of other Metroidvania games with a large drive toward exploration and inventive combat. While the game is out right now on the Apple Arcade, PC and consoles will see it arrive on May 28th, definitely one to look out for. Gears Tactics hands-on preview. We have some footage and information on the new Gears Tactics title coming at the end of April. IGN got an inside look at the game and provided some very nice footage of this Gears-themed XCOM clone. While the top-down view might detract from some of what Gears of War is known for, the insane amount of gore and carnage is still there. The game looks pretty fun and could be a solid strategy title. The game is currently set to launch on April 28th to PC with an Xbox One version down the line. Mount & Blade 2 early access information. Fans have been waiting 8 years for this moment, and Tales World is bringing it to them just a bit earlier. Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord is releasing early on March 30th in its early access state. With access to the single-player campaign, custom campaigns, and the multiplayer beta, the game looks primed for the current environment of everyone being stuck inside. The game will be 10% off for its first 2 weeks, and an extra 10% off if you own the first game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered leaked from Modern Warfare 2019. The existence of a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered has leaked again, this time thanks to data mining of game files. According to the leak, this master would be a purchasable expansion in-game, both on its own or in a bundle with some cosmetic items for Ghost. This could lead to the idea that Activision will not in fact pursue a Modern Warfare 2 Remaster as far as multiplayer, as many of those maps have been released already for Modern Warfare 2019, and other is shown in this same game files leak. The trailer also leaked, and the remastered campaign is rumored to release March 31st. Rare 80s Sega game rediscovered. A 33-year-old Sega Master System game has been found and translated by SMS Power, a dedicated group of Sega game archivists. The game is an educational one, about traffic safety, and before this release and translation from its native Japanese, the game had almost no info available on the internet. A fascinating piece of game history to say the least. Summer Games Done Quick Postponed. The organizers of Summer Games Done Quick have announced a postponement of the event from its originally scheduled June dates to August in response to the COVID-19 crisis. In addition to this news, organizers have announced a stopgap solution, Corona Relief Done Quick, which will take place on April 15th through the 17th and be a Twitch-only event aimed at raising funds to be donated to Direct Relief, an organization helping with the coronavirus. Quantum Error. This cross-generation title looks set to scare your socks off, as Quantum Error got a neat teaser trailer this week. Developed by Team Kill Media, Quantum Error drops the player onto a distant island where cosmic horrors have started to spill into our dimension. The use of first person here is fantastic, showing off how tense each sound and motion can be when you are surrounded by unseeable horrors. Not much is known about this title other than the 3-minute trailer, but it's still deep in development. Nier Replicant. During the 10th anniversary livestream from Nier's creator Yoko Taro, he announced 2 titles, the first being Nier Replicant version 1.22, a full remaster of the prequel to Nier Automata. While the 2 stories take place in the same universe, they are set thousands of years apart. This remaster is coming to PS4 and Steam at some future date. The other title announced is Nier Reincarnation, a mobile game with only a trailer to leave us guessing. It wouldn't be the first time Yoko Taro stepped into the mobile gaming space, with his other title Sin no Alice being very popular in Japan with a Western release later this year. Half-Life Alyx no VR mod and Half-Life 2 in Source 2. Just like Valve predicted, the Half-Life modding scene has thrown together a patch for Half-Life Alyx that allows it to be played like a traditional Half-Life title. The patch allows for players to explore the environments and interact with the world on a limited basis. Some things still need to be ironed out, like not being able to see your hands or object collision being disabled. This sort of mod work has extended to porting Half-Life 2 maps to the new Source 2 engine. While the maps themselves still look good, certain aspects like lighting will still need some tweaking. Expect to see updates to both of these in the coming future. Garrys Mod 2 announcement. Garrys Mod and Rust creator Gary Newman took to Twitter Sunday to announce working on Garrys Mod 2. Though April Fool's Day is right around the corner and creator Newman did announce this news in the context of a meme, we think it's possible with the arrival of Source 2 alongside Half-Life Alyx. DriveClub shuts down servers. DriveClub servers are shutting down today, March 31st, as Sony is looking to phase the game out, presumably to make server space for newer games. Players will still be able to play the game offline in single-player modes, but much functionality will be lost, such as leaderboards and creating events. An unfortunate decision, but as the game never really found major success of any kind, an inevitable one. Resident Evil 3 physical copies in jeopardy due to coronavirus. Capcom has announced that fans in Europe and presumably North America as well may have a tough time getting their hands on physical copies of Resident Evil 3 due to the ongoing threat of COVID-19. This is an unfortunate situation for those who pre-ordered or specifically wanted physical copies, but digital copies will be unaffected and surely some physical copies will get out to those who want them. Hopefully this situation gets resolved for future game sales. GameStop plans to permanently shutter over 300 stores. Following up on our previous reporting, GameStop has announced that they will close at least 321 stores this fiscal year, most likely due to lacking performance brought upon by the coronavirus. No announcements yet on which particular stores, but it's never pleasant for anyone to lose their job, and we extend our sympathies to GameStop employees who may be affected by this development. Panzer Dragoon soundtrack to be patched in later. To update you on a story we brought you last week, the Panzer Dragoon remake is out and the rearranged music will be patched in a later date. From an announcement on Twitter, the development team expressed a regret in not having the soundtrack ready to go at launch, quote, "We are very sorry for the inconvenience. For the time being, only the original soundtrack from Panzer Dragoon is available in the game. The game released last week much earlier than anticipated, so small mistakes are bound to happen. Overall, the response has been positive and the devs should be able to patch it soon." Runescape's Archeology skill is live. For its first major update in 2020, RuneScape is launching a brand new skill, Off Bones and Unearthing Artifacts. Free-to-play is capped off at level 20, while the members cap goes to 120. With experience boost disabled, Jagex is sending players on a race to their newest completion capes, a highly sought-after wearable within the game. The skill will provide players with game-wide perks, new materials, and all new adventures, along with providing an advantage in the Elder God War dungeon coming later this year. It's nice to see RuneScape continue after these 19 years, and hopefully 2020 holds even more in store. Nintendo's Mario plans potentially leaked. Several sources are confirming that Nintendo plans to remaster multiple titles from the Super Mario franchise, including Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy, and possibly others. On top of this, the same report stated that Nintendo plans to launch entirely new Mario titles in 2020, including a new Paper Mario title and a deluxe version of Super Mario 3D World. Nintendo has been mostly quiet about its slate of games for the latter of the year, but if this leak proves to be true, many titles are en route for the Switch. April game releases. We wanted to bring you guys a quick look at some titles releasing in this upcoming month we think are worth your time. Of course, we can't cover everything, but here's a look at some of the April games we are excited about. Resident Evil 3, the highly anticipated remake of the PS1 survival horror classic, comes out April 3rd on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Final Fantasy VII Remastered, another highly anticipated remake of the PS1 JRPG classic, comes out April 10th on a PS4. Fallout 76 Wastelanders, a long-delayed expansion that will add NPCs and much more to the beleaguered online RPG, finally releases April 14th. Trials of Mana, a remake of the classic RPG from the SNES, drops for the PS4, Switch, and PC on April 24th. Gears Tactics, a twist of the franchise into a turn-based strategy game, comes out on PC on April 28th. Finally, at a to-be-confirmed date in April, we will see the release of Minecraft Dungeons, a dungeon crawler with Minecraft's art style on Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and PC. Alright everyone, that's Sync for the 28th through the 31st of March. If you haven't subscribed yet, but you'd like to, you know exactly where the button is. Lastly, let us know what you've been playing down in the comments, and once again, thank you for watching us, and we'll see you next week here at Sync.